All right, as we start our week, let's do it with a little light and positivity by celebrating people building bridges in our communities. I want to share with you an experience I had this weekend. I have a friend named Callie, a person who is blind. This is Callie here behind me. She's meeting a puppy named Mayberry Saturday. Callie graduated from part one of the work that she will do to bring Mayberry or another puppy back to Miami with her to be her new friend, her navigator, and her protector in a world that Callie can no longer see after losing her eyesight some years ago. People like Callie come from all over the world to San Rafael's Guide Dogs for the Blind national headquarters. And you know, Mayberry is now with a trainer, a family in Walnut Creek. This right here was the moment that I got to meet Mayberry, a very cute, very snuggly, very beautiful puppy, and hand Mayberry off to her trainer family to go up to the East Bay in the hopes that my friend Callie can bring Mayberry or a dog like Mayberry home to Miami after both have gone through their training. This was, without a doubt, the very best day I've had in a very long time. My heart grew 10 sizes to learn more about this organization. They are literally bridge builders in our community who expand the worlds of people like my friend Callie and Max. They're right here in our own backyard.
It's so wonderful to have them here. So joining us, why don't you come on in this shot right over here? It's Caroline Wilkinson with Guide Dogs for the Blind and Guide Dog Scooter, who lives with Rachel Howard. Good morning to both of you. It's fantastic to have you all here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
So, who are we talking to here? Who are we looking at?
This is Scooter. He's a guide dog. He was matched with me in August of 2021, right before I started my senior year of high school.
Awesome.
Or senior year of college, actually.
And you're now a paralegal.
I am,
rocking the
yes.
legal world in
Yes.
San Francisco. It's been fascinating for me to learn about your organization. You're one of the crown jewels, I think, here in the Bay Area of bridge builders who do good for people. But I learned that there's no charge to the people who come in
Indeed.
and benefit from these services. Just amazing.
Yes.
How is your life better because of this?
Oh, Scooter has just expanded my life in so many ways, in ways that I expected, in ways I did not anticipate. It's so fun exploring with him. He gives me so much more confidence and a sense of safety, and especially even like all the people I've met have been incredible. Puppy raisers, other clients, all the staff at GDB, all of their volunteers have been so amazing, and just an incredible community for me to be a part of.
So when you mentioned how he gives you more confidence in the world as you're moving around, what's that bond like? Because we know canine human companion, it's a fantastic thing.
Yeah, Scooter is my left-hand man. He is with me pretty much 24/7. Just my constant companion, and it's really a team. We have learned to kind of speak the same language. He makes sure that I'm safe, makes sure that I can get to work safely, explore the city. He keeps me going and makes sure that I, don't run into anything, make sure that, I just have a bigger world because of him.
A bigger world, and that's what my friend Callie talked about at her graduation ceremony. She said, after I lost my eyesight, I've lived in a 900 square foot apartment, and she was out in San Rafael with a guide dog, training with a guide dog, and that was a chance for her to have that expanded world. When people see the guide dogs out, how can we cheer for you? How can we be helpful to you as an organization?
I mean, just recognizing that they have a super important job to do. Whenever their gear is on, whenever his harness is on, or whenever Voyager's vest is on, the puppy raisers are just, these dogs are working, and they are learning, whether it's a puppy or a guide dog working, they're learning to keep their person safe and do what they need to do. So it's really helpful to us if you just, give us a little bit of space and admire from afar, because we know they're great dogs, but they do have a really important task to do.
And they're so attentive. The training process, I take it this isn't easy.
No, it's a 24/7 job as puppy raisers, but it's really so fulfilling and so wonderful. And the community has really been so great, our local community, because everybody's part of it. From the grocery store, restaurants, everybody plays their little part in allowing us to bring these dogs in to train them, because ideally Scooter is the goal at the end. After about a year of spending time with us and learning good home behavior, socialization, and relieving skills, and then they go back up to San Rafael for puppy college, I call it, but for formal guide work training.
Right.
And this is the ultimate goal.
Final question, what is your call to business owners, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, to make sure that their businesses and their operations are inclusive to people who need these dogs?
Yeah, I mean, we are just like anybody else. We want to be able to explore the world and experience the world as anybody else does, and we do it a little bit differently. But it's really helpful to just be there for us and allow us in, and just don't treat us differently, because we're not different.
No.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you. And I just want to tell my friend Callie, I learned something at graduation. We take for granted that people who listen to our broadcast but don't see the broadcast, we often say things like, look at this. But I want to tell you what I learned at the graduation ceremony. My friend over here is wearing a Levi blue jacket and a blue dress. And Callie, she's representing all of you very, very well. If you want to be a part of the Guide Dogs for the Blind mission, there are many ways that you can help out. Go to our website, and we will get you where you need to go to be a part of this wonderful work. And again, congratulations to all the graduates, and thank you for being a part of our community.
Thank you so much for having us.
I'm head over heels for all of you.